And we're live with Phantom, Blind Girl, Pumpkin Trucker, and the Opinionated Scotsman. How are you guys?
What's up?
I'm okay.
Good.
Freaking Rawhide is playing on TV right now.
What?
Get him up. Hold him up. Get him down.
Yeah, that song. We only get via an antenna, so. Yo, Tom. I be good. How are you? So yeah, the only thing that comes on is like old shows, which I don't mind. Every once in a while I'll catch myself watching them.
God damn.
What is that buzzing noise?
Yeah, that's like fucking white noise. Meow.
I didn't hear him yet. I have a cat in my lap. She's rubbing her scent on my computer. I don't want your scent on my computer.
Okay. Damn.
So, I finally got the ability in 7 Days to Die to make forged iron. So, I got upgrades to my base, which is basically a garage where I didn't know that apparently they added working garage doors, which is amazing, and I like keeping that thing. It's kind of expensive to maintain because of the zombies hitting it, but I'm living basically above a garage is my base, and below it is just a whole bunch of barbed wire to stop the zombies, and I just shoot downwards through wood frames, because if you don't upgrade them, you can shoot through them and walk on them.
Insert millennial joke here. He lives above his garage.
Technically, all it is a garage. No house attached, just random ass garage at the edge of town, or edge of a town.
Like I said, insert millennial joke here.
Have not yet got myself a vehicle yet. I need to do that. You are roboting something fierce.
Probably because it's cloudy over here, and you know my internet connection.
Stupid weather.
At least he's not roboting. At least he's not roboting anymore.
And now he doesn't have an avatar.
Damn it, cat.
Your cat's rubbing up against you again?
Yes.
Hey, Chloe, penis.
Penis. I am happy that I got my cat already fixed. Both of them were fixed before I got them. And technically,
those other two cats
female
you
that's
had
in
were like complete assholes.
Yes, and they weren't fixed. They were also of the same litter.
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, 3 calico, like the calico striped cats, is confusing because you can never tell which one is which.
I'm assuming the 3 calicos were all female.
No, 2 males. They
You
just
had 2 male calicos?
They had the like calico swirl pattern, like the tiger stripe.
Yeah, but if they're true calicos, you know how much those things are worth?
I don't think they were too. I'm just using calico as the coat color. I'm not sure if they were actual true calicos or not. But yeah, they
didn't you say at one point they were like mixed with something though?
They were basically freaking mutt cats. They were their mother was like a stray or something.
Yeah.
So.
And those like tests to get them checked to see if they are true calicos are like super expensive. So
they were
like
fine
not
when
really worth it.
They were fine living in the trailer, but when suddenly got uprooted and moved out here, they became assholes guarding the litter box or guarding the food, and couldn't have that, so had to find other homes for them.
Yeah, didn't one of them like attack my dog when I brought her out there?
Yeah. But
You
now
don't
I've got
remember
Yeah, I
something
think
attacked
that
your
was
dog?
like the key reason she like stopped eating food out there unless she was like next to one like near you.
But yeah, the female I got in my lap, the people who owned her before me bought her from a pet shop that was in the mall. So it's like $200 for a cat, which I think is ridiculous.
You got
Yeah,
a
that's a bit.
$200 cat for free.
Yep. Why would you spend that? Well, you go to like the animal shelter, I think you still have to pay like 60.
Well, I mean, I guess if you get it to
Uh,
breed, I guess you can kind
It
of get the
kind of
money back.
depends on what they've done to it. Like if they had to fix it and give it shots, you have to pay for that too.
Yeah.
Why does it remind me of that TikTok video that's floating around? This is Reginald. He's a purebred
Oh.
Doberman. He cost me $2,000, and I waited in a wait line for 2 years. This is Rusty and Shitface. I found him behind a dumpster, and I love him more than life itself.
So I actually found the original. That was a dude talking about how dog owners love their dogs and then how cat owners love their cats.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I loved my
You ever
mic.
see the one? You ever
I
see
really-
the one? No, folks. No, folks. I'm not depressed. I'm not a cutter. I have to explain to you that I have two furry little assholes who doesn't know the difference between playing and a fight to the death.
Yeah,
I love that TikTok one.
that is why I make sure only to rub Dodge's belly with my left hand ever. Never use my right because I only need one arm cut up at a time.
Actually, stumbled
Also,
across a
I'm
video
suggesting that
earlier.
you probably use your right hand for something other than.
I use both. I'm ambidextrous with that. I
I
am
would just
that
say you
good.
just don't rub your cat's belly if it doesn't
I
like
was gonna
it.
say like it's
No,
not big
no,
enough.
he likes
I
it. He
don't
just
think
it's
it's.
plain.
I don't think it's this cat's belly that Phantom was talking about.
I know, I'm just saying.
Which, by the way, Phantom, most guys when they switch hands, they lose a stroke. Thunder's so good he gains.
It's really should not be a hobby of mine, but it is.
That's the first time I've ever heard that action referred to as a hobby.
Porn is a great hobby if you laugh at it like I do. Seriously, there's some hilarious porn out there.
Well, like if you think about like what the term, like the word hobby, like the definition of it is, it's something you do that makes you happy, I guess. Which that would fall under it, right?
Do video games count as a hobby since sometimes they can be an aggravation?
Actually,
Yes.
I believe they can.
Yeah.
Although so far 7 days has been nice to me on this run, except for that time I was walking home from think I was digging up a treasure, walking home, almost home, and a bear suddenly came up behind me and just killed me instantly.
Or that other time when the game just said screw you and spawned a bear in your house. Or no, not in your house.
that was
on
the
your
start.
house.
That was the freaking start of the time before last when I restarted. Day freaking 3, I get a bear. I ain't even finished read my
Well,
beginning to
that's
start
not
the
as
house.
bad as that other one where it literally gave you a horde the first night you got in it.
Yeah, the 7 days likes to be a dick.
Yeah,
It's
it
a fun
probably
game,
heard
though.
what you did to the other games you played and just thought, nah, I'm gonna get some revenge on them.
I have broken a few games.
Yeah. They should like hire you for like those those guys that like find glitches and stuff.
I've looked into that. Apparently, you have to have graduated high school to do that job. Freaking
Oh, I could do that.
discrimination.
I graduated high school.
Why don't you just get your GED or something then?
I'm too lazy.
That counts as the same. That counts
I
as the
keep
same
looking
thing,
into it and then forgetting.
That doesn't sound good when it comes to the actual exam.
Mm. I need to actually do like well, I did make a planter, like a 3-tiered planter out of a pallet, and just never did anything with it. So I could make those and sell them if I need money. Pallets are easy to get your hands on, usually.
Are you talking about the blue
Yeah,
pallets?
it all depends.
Chaps?
People are throwing them away or like storing them. You don't want to pick up the wrong ones and throw it.
You can ask the store if they have them, and they usually get them to you. But
Are you
the
talking
wooden
about the
pallets?
Are you talking about Chet pallets, the ones that are blue,
No, it's just straight wood.
the white pallets?
Yeah. With some
I was gonna say, if you ever stumble across a blue one and just take it, whoever it belonged to, you just cost $200 because those kind of pallets like that, the blue ones, are not actually owned pallets. The store doesn't own them. There's a company called Chep. There's a couple other ones. There's Chep, Pico, and one other one that I can't remember the other one's name. Cheps are blue. Picos tend to be red. And then there's one that's green that I can't remember. But those actually, they don't sell you pallets. They're a service. All the pallets that are there are leased.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
know
remember
the
some blue ones when I worked at Myers that we like stacked in the corner. They had to like get picked up or something.
Yeah, those pallets. It's a rather insanely cheap price as far as cost of business goes, but they charge you like $200 a piece if you lose or break them.
Shoot, what is it? Shopping carts don't seem like they should be all that expensive, but they're like $200 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair bit of money.
I think they make them expensive like that to give you incentive not to fuck them up or lose them.
Or not steal them.
Well, between that and grocery stores only exchange their shopping carts once every couple 10 years, couple of decades.
Yeah.
I think that's also why here you have to put like a pound into your. You have to actually pay money to use the shopping cart. You put a pound in, then
yeah. There's a few stores around here that you. It's usually like a quarter. You throw in the machine to unlock the cart from the cart corral, and then you get it back.
Yeah, we got one like that at Aldi's, like just down the road.
Yeah, that's the main one that I know does it.
It's to stop people stealing them.
Well,
yeah, it also so they don't have to hire cart people. They just put them back to themselves.
Taking jobs from the Down syndrome people.
Well, that's probably. I would probably lean to say that is actually more of a possible reason why to keep people from stealing them than not hiring particular, or it's more believable they're doing it not to have to hire a cart pusher.
Yeah.
But what I don't get is you got all these people like on TikTok, they're sitting there saying, well, you tap it with this and then turn this way and click 3 times and tap your heels together and you get your quarter back. Just put the goddamn cart back, dipshit.
Oh, have you seen the one how to start a car without the key?
Yeah, you just hotwire it.
No, like you turn on the hazard lights.
Other than not wiring it?
Like turn on the hazard lights, click the radio button 3 times, and then push rolling up on any 2 windows. But there was... I know. Yeah, that's obviously fake. But I like the guy who he is going through this with audio and then looks down and when it gets to the rolling up the windows part, he has the crank.
Nice.
Wasn't there another one where like you like unlock your car door with like a tennis ball or something?
Oh yeah,
That was
That-
fake too.
Yeah.
The people who did
I
the
think
whole
I saw
unlock
that
it
one
with
on
the-
Mythbusters, and they actually disproved that, so I know that's fake.
yeah.
Well, they just proved it, and not long after that, the people who actually made that video, showed up and said, here's how we did it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like the
just-
person holding the camera was actually just holding the fucking door lock thing, the remote.
Yeah. The fob.
that is a weird word. The key fob. Oh, have you seen the key to the well, it's not really a key, it's the little gadget that you put on your keychain that as soon as you get in the Tesla, the radio's already on and shit.
It's an RF fob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, apparently it looks like the Tesla. It's like a Matchbox Tesla.
Hell, I drive well, my wife drives. I bought about 3-4 years ago now. I bought a Mitsubishi Outlander, and it was right about 3 years ago. I ended up buying a Mitsubishi Outlander, and you get within 20 feet of that thing, the doors are with their little fob. You get within 10 feet, the doors unlock, and it's getting itself all ready for you. All you gotta do is get in.
Yeah.
I say
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't have to
mine
worry about
because
any of that stuff because I don't drive.
yeah, I say it was mine because within weeks of getting that car, my wife says, "Hey, hi, Dad." So, okay, hi. Wait, what?
Well, your wife called you Dad.
Right?
That's how she told me she was pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, I never understood that phase, the whole daddy thing. I don't understand how that's in any way
There's-
appealing.
There's a lot of things humans do that I don't understand. Have you ever seen anyone hang themselves by their skin?
Yeah, I've seen
Yes.
that. Yeah.
It's interesting, but I'm not going to try it myself.
Are you saying
Yes.
saying by pierced hooks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it in real life.
Yeah,
Apparently,
I
the
just-
skin is really strong.
I just call it Darwinism.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
Stupid.
like everything else in the world. It's not this spiritual experience. It's not this grand spiritual experience they want you to think it is, but it's a neat trick.
Yeah.
Wait, have you tried it?
No.
Like laying on a bed of nails. I won't sleep on it, but you can do it.
Now that I've actually done. That I have done when you lay down on the nails. Everybody says, "Oh, it's this kind of sensation, is that kind of sensation." There's no sensation. The nails are the damn nails are so close together, you couldn't tell if you're sitting on that or a concrete floor.
Oh, here's one. So do you how does it feel to get tattooed? Like, I've heard several explanations for that. I'm like, it feels like getting alcohol in a cat scratch.
Wait, I thought you already had a tattoo, do you not?
No.
Yeah.
I do.
So surely you would know how it feels.
Yeah, that's how I describe it. Like, when you
Yeah.
get a slight cat scratch and use rubbing alcohol on it. which is kind of accurate.
And I'd call it more. I would personally call it more of a bee sting, but
It also apparently very well depends on where as to how painful it is.
that is
Obviously, apparently your bones really hurt when they get hit with the needle.
true. The 3 on my collarbone and the one on the back of my neck were no picnic. Let's see.
And the blind girl, we
collarbone-
can't hear you now.
Say what? She's still on
Did
the
your
phone,
cat
probably.
like permanently fuck your mic now?
No, remember she muted herself because she got a phone call.
Oh,
Just saying that you can't hear me, can you?
I've been wondering why she wasn't talking.
Could be something related to Mr. Tinkles. It's all good.
No, it looks like she put her computer joined on her phone and then it's not working.
mhm.
Yeah.
She'll figure it out.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I would just like to say you guys are all fucking gross.
What do you mean?
What have I done? I said, don't answer that question.
Hanging by the skin? Freaking bedded? Like, you gross. Ew.
It
What is wrong with you?
doesn't leave permanent marks, and the skin is actually
What is wrong with you,
Sure.
Green? No, that is gross.
a lot is wrong with me. That's
Ew.
not a question to be answered within our allotted time.
Like it'd be
In my
easier to
defense, I actually made fun.
say
I called
what
them.
not-
Yeah,
In
well,
my
if
defense,
you guys are gonna have a female on the stream, why not be less heathenistic?
I don't know how to talk to people. Sorry.
Problem, BG. We are heathens.
Yeah, if you could just go against your natural instinct to gross me out, that would be great.
I mean, Tifa, we've talked about a lot worse before.
And it too was equally gross. Oh, are they doing unit inspections today? I hope not.
Why? What's in your unit?
You guys?
I can't believe I got someone with that.
Ew, Green.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
That's because I'm talking to you guys, and I don't feel like talking to the supers, and they're gonna notice that. I'm sure they'll notice something. They'll probably notice that I took the smoke alarm batteries out, which is really bad.
Why'd you do that?
To smoke.
Because it was going off every time I cooked.
Sounds like you're none too good at cooking.
No, it's just strategically placed so it just is really sensitive to everything in the kitchen.
Mine's like literally
every
in the
time-
kitchen. It's a
No, it's not. It's in front of my bedroom, but the
Mine
point
is.
that the front of my bedroom and the kitchen are like right beside each other.
Gee, the smoke detector is placed in the one place where most fires start in the home. Who'd have thunk?
It could be worse. When we moved into the trailer, like a month later, I started checking the smoke detectors, making sure that they had batteries. They had no guts.
Oh, so they're just a shell?
Yeah.
Well, when I bought my house, we went through and took all the smoke detectors out. That sounds worse than it was because all the smoke detectors were tied together. So if one went off, they all went off.
Oh, that's
so we
pain.
went out. Yeah, we
It's the
went
same
out.
here for me.
Oh, that would be so
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, this
what
one
we,
is just so sensitive. So there.
well, what we ended up doing was, taking all the ones that were connected out and replace them with independent smoke detectors.
That's a good idea.
So
It could be worse. Mine
I
used to
try
go
to
from like
get
steam
my
from the
smoke
shower. I used to set
detectors
mine off.
replaced at least every 2 years.
It's supposed to be every 10.
Yeah, but mine tend to go off a lot since I suck at cooking, and yeah,
I'm not allowed
I
so
went
I
to
like
chef school.
constantly have to replace the ones in the kitchen.
I knew that
I
was
went
going to
to
come
chef
out.
school. I'm amazing at cooking, and every time I open the oven, when something's in it, it doesn't have to be burnt. The fucking thing just goes off.
Or you just get like a shower cap or something and just put it over the.
I suppose I could do that, but you know, I mean, I'll probably forget it's up there, and it'll be just the same problem as taking
Why
the
is there a
shower
jellyfish
cap.
on your ceiling?
Well, she wouldn't see it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, if they discover it during an inspection and say, you know, what gives, that's where you just say, oh, that's where the condom went. If they say anything about it, just tell them, oh, don't worry, he was a big guy.
Oh, I saw that on someone's like, have you ever seen the serial number on the comment? No? Well, apparently
way at
you
the
haven't
bottom.
had to roll it back that far.
Ding.
There's some great stuff on TikTok.
There actually aren't serial numbers, but the the several brands do have the names on the bottom.
Have you,
Yes, I've seen them.
like, condoms are huge.
Yeah.
Well, they need to be
I'll
made
give
for
you-
all sizes, don't they?
Wait a
Okay.
minute, Green. If you're saying that they're huge, then you must have a really small penis.
I have a nice penis, thank you. I thought we were trying to steer away from nasty.
I'll take his word for that.
No, but remember, they're made to fit
As
around.
nasty as the other
No
shit.
comments on all that.
No, dicks are even worse.
No, the dicks are mundane, but hanging by your skin is fucking gross.
That reminds me. I need to find that TikTok. The girl posted like someone sent her a dick pic, so she sent one back, and he's like, "You don't have a dick. You're a girl." And so she went and sent them chicks with dicks. Like, they exist. Like, that is the best comeback ever.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'll never go to Thailand.
Isn't
you
there
pick
a
up a woman in
movie with like
Thailand,
a
chances-
joke about chicks with dicks? That teddy bear one, whatever it is.
What?
What, Ted?
Yeah, like there's no such things as chicks with dicks, only dudes with tits.
It's probably Ted.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I guess it depends on if you're more identifying as male or more identifying as female. And well, I guess the males would either get a reduction or get one of them their straps that like ace bandages that go over the tits, strap them down.
Binders.
Yeah,
Oh,
binder.
Binders. Like a lot of people unnecessarily learned about with that fucking Sprite commercial.
Oh,
Oh God! Don't get me.
I
started on
haven't
this.
seen it, and I'm not looking it up.
Binders are fucking terrible, and it's child abuse. Don't do it.
So
Wait, what about-
circumcision.
Wait, what are binders?
Strap the tits down.
Or the penis.
That
There
too,
it.
Oh yeah.
Why
Yeah,
would you want to
that's
do that?
in case
If
you
you're
want.
In case you
transgender,
more
wanna hide
identify
your
with like the
testicles.
opposite gender or something, or want to look
Yeah,
like
if
one.
you're transgender and you want to hide your tits or your man junk, and you're
I mean-
not old enough yet to transition, then you use binders to flatten your chest or squishy up your scrotum so that it looks more like a vagina, and it damages body parts.
You know, I
Especially if
like
they're still growing as well, I imagine.
the way the most cosplayers do it, where if they're like, there's a lot of them that will like cosplay as the opposite sex just because they want to cosplay that character and do it great. Like one of the best.
Wait,
Oh
Sprite-
yeah.
Wait, and Sprite actually did an advert saying this is a good thing.
Yes.
From what I hear, the advert is you don't know it's about Sprite until the last like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will
But
say,
isn't
I
that
will say
like
Thunder, one of the
most
best male characters
commercials?
I ever saw.
No, it's not like most commercials. This commercial, most of the transgender people are minors, and it's the parents. Like the mom is binding the chest of her teenage daughter. I'm like, this is not strong nor brave. This is child abuse. What the you're willfully allowing your teenager to damage themselves, and you are participating. What the fuck is wrong with you? And then there's one who is a male drag, I guess, and he's also a teenager. And you see the grandmother strapping up his fucking lacy stockings and his fucking, what is it, like a big
Hey.
corset or something?
Hello.
Hank, like the grandmother is
Real
helping the
gorgeous.
son dress up like a fucking hooker.
One of the best Edward Elric cosplays I've seen was actually a girl. Like
Yeah.
she did the auto mail arm fantastically.
Yeah. So
It's always disgusting.
good thing is that commercial was aired in Argentina, but now it's been spread everywhere because of social media. So everybody's gonna think having pride is allowing your child to be free and bind their tits and get bracelets.
Although the general
free-
public probably won't care with like most things.
You know, I just remember when the whole drag queen thing was more about men actually making fun of women.
Yep, I too remember that.
So my caretaker happened to be gay, and there was a neighbor kid that was also gay. They would watch freaking RuPaul's drag show together. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there on the couch like, I don't want to watch this. So I was watching Top Gear on my 3DS, I believe it was at the time. But yeah, it was. Apparently, gay people like drag.
Yep.
No. Well, you know, because you do get people like Eddie Izzard who are like a man, but also dress up as a woman occasionally.
I don't see anything wrong with dressing up, but
I think even in that special where the comedy special where Eddie Izzard actually sat and spoke about it, it wasn't a masculine or female thing. He'll say, "I wanted to dress like a woman," kind of thing. That's about it. You know, he was saying he wasn't going to say he was a woman. He just wanted to dress like one.
I mean, dressing and acting are two different things. Holy crap! Phantom has his avatar back. But
Sorry,
Oh, crap.
as always,
Gotta
my
go.
internet sucks. What?
yeah, you live so close to town, yet your internet still sucks.
Dude, I live at the very edge of town, so that's why my
True.
internet sucks.
Oh, I have a
Like the
follower on
good
SoundCloud
internet
for
is
some bizarre
in
reason.
town. I live at
What the
like
hell is
the
SoundCloud?
outskirts of it.
It's like an app where people post their music.
You have music on SoundCloud?
No, it's just there's podcasts and stuff on there that I occasionally listen to, so that's why I have the app.
I don't want to download any more social media apps. I have too much already. And TikTok is the worst of them. It's so good, but it's like, why am I doing this? They're stupid.
Although I guess it
It's
wouldn't
like,
be a bad
it's so
alternative for
good,
YouTube
but
in a way.
it's killing my brain cells.
Although I guess in a way it wouldn't be such a bad alternative for YouTube.
Well, apparently YouTube is basically throwing up their hands and allowing the U.S. government more control.
Like theoretically, I could just like do a stream then upload it to SoundCloud afterwards. Maybe it's like an MP3.
That could work.
Yeah, sure.
My problem is what gets me about it is you can be fined if, I mean, it's the whole deal where if you designate yourself as kids or as a channel for kids, it will completely screw with you and put all kinds of like super oppressive regulations on you. And even if you say, okay, I am not a children's channel, they'll go by later and decide, yeah, you are.
I mean, even though you're
yeah,
small, you still say that you're a family-friendly channel. Therefore,
I'm definitely not family friendly, but
Right.
Well,
And
yeah.
that puts me at risk because it's the whole thing where for the most part, I try to let what's said go, yes, there's a few things that censor out that they censor out of the chat, but for the most part, as far as subjects and all this, I don't really worry too much about my chat because it never replays. Okay.
Welcome back.
I don't worry about my chat too much because it doesn't replay anyway. The thing is, are they going to come by later and say, well, you are a child, you are a child's channel. You are a child's channel, so you're going to have to deal with the regulations, and now you're going to be punished because this and that was said in the chat.
Oh, yeah, it's punished for things other people say. That is a load of shit.
Yeah, people like
Right.
PewDiePie are going to be fun because it's not actually based on whether you're a kid's channel or not. It's based on whether kids watch you, and a lot of kids watch people like him.
Right, and
even though he's not necessarily for kids.
Right, and the thing is, I even know that there are children that watch my channel, and not just Jack. I've been sitting at the house, while my son's playing on his tablet, which is on a YouTube Kids account. So it never plays anything that's even remotely adult. And then all of a sudden, coming out of that tablet that my son has, I hear my own voice. Good morning, everybody. Well, here we go again.
It must haunt you.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't bother me much.
You also have at least 3 autistic kids that watch your channel.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, including my friend Becky's son Sven.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I know. You are just an inspiration to autism and their moms who want to find a safe channel that's not
So I thought he was
trip stream.
I thought he was used to calm kids down in like the schoolers,
It's like
Is he not
looking out
used-
the window, only it's moving.
Is he not used to calm kids down in the autistic school or whatever?
That was stupid.
Yeah.
He's talking
And
about
one
the
second,
IBI.
I'm gonna refresh because everybody's roboting.
Oh, the Canadian internet seems like it's shitting its pants today.
Somebody has worse internet than Mandy and Little Nigga.
I sent Mandy the invite.
She's
doesn't.
probably not going to come on.
Yeah, I figured that it's like early in the morning for her, or like I think she's 2 hours ahead of me or behind me, so it's like 8-ish, 8:30 now.
Yeah, she just like disappeared last night.
We're playing musical co-hosts.
Because they were sitting in the voice chat listening. They were sitting in my voice chat listening to music, and then she just disappeared. Never came back.
Yeah, I forgot to put your Discord on find me only if people at me. So every time someone added a song, it would pop up on my screen.
That must have been annoying.
Yeah, it's slightly, and I'm like, I'll fix that later. I did actually fix it. Oh, so Mom's finally getting the truck fixed.
Yay!
I wonder how long it's going to be until she hits another deer. She does not like me bringing that up.
Yeah, deers are bastards.
Ooh. Phantom had to drop out. Dog got in fight with cat.
Cat
Who
fight.
won?
It looks like looks like one got her bad, so I'm guessing one of the cats got the puppy bad. Well, not puppy.
Yeah,
because-
that's what I figured.
freaking, what is it, like 30 cats around his house? By around, I mean upstairs. And is a cat lady, not to mention other animals she has. I seriously, I thought of this. I want to get me a monitor lizard and then build like a prop that looks like a security desk with all the monitors in like a corner of its cage. So it's monitoring the situation.
Oh.
Yeah, some lizards look like a pain to take care of. Like the one I know, there's a few that have to have like 3 sections to their cage, like a warm section, a moist section, and then like I forget what the third section is, but it's like hard to keep a terrarium.
The lazy bastards, though, like they just sit there laying all fucking day.
Chloe doesn't do that.
Lizards.
How hard is-
insane.
How hard is that critter to take care of, though?
I'm not the one that takes care of it. It's not mine. It just lives
Oh.
in my house.
I know I looked into getting saltwater fish because they're the pretty ones. Technically, you have to have 2 tanks. It's the main tank that the fish are in, and then another tank below that like saltifies the water and cleans the water and what have you. So,
Funny thing is, my cat's scared of it though.
oh my god, I had so I was like 16 or 17 and I just caught a snake and my sister's like, "Ooh, let's show it to the cat." The cat tried to eat it.
Nice.
Ooh, a string. This one's living.
That kind of reminds me of when my cat came home one time with a copperhead in its mouth.
Oh, I think it was so they have on 7 Days to Die there is a rattlesnake but I managed to kill one and when I went to skin it or after I killed it, it for some reason it kept sliding away from me, so I had to chase it while skinning it. Just some weird glitch in the game meant it was kept moving. Sometimes games can be weird. Like I've had like
insert that one song. Put your hands on your face. Move like a snake. Move like a snake. Anyway.
like body parts stretching to infinity. That's something that happens a lot of times on games. Especially Bethesda. Or well, technically New Vegas is Obsidian, but which is the original creators of Fallout, and then Bethesda took it over. Seeing as I've only played 2 Fallout games, New Vegas is the best. Although I do like in New Vegas, power armor is more like a suit of armor, and in Fallout 4, it's more like a vehicle you get into, and I like it being a vehicle better. So, but I do kind of like that. Something that is a pain in New Vegas is you have to maintain your equipment. It wears out eventually, to where the guns and armor aren't really providing anything, but you're not having to repair that is a pain. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I kind of like the more realistic of you having to maintain your equipment.
Something
No
to do with
idea what you're
Fallout.
talking about.
Something to
Yeah,
do
I
with
know
Fallout.
something to do with Fallout, but I've never played, so no idea what you're talking about, Hums.
Power armor, well, like an Iron Man suit, only more like you step up into it for Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's a difference between power armor and mech. Mech would be the big one in anime, like Big O, which I so totally want to watch that again. I might actually do that because I did find someone pointed me to a website with free anime, and I might just straight up watch Big O, which can't remember when that came out. It was like a long time ago. When like Astro, back in the day.
Back in the day.
So, what have you guys been up to?
Sunder, are you old enough to have a back in the day moment?
Not really, but I did watch the crap out of older stuff. I do actually go back and watch stuff that's older than me.
Well, he is almost 30, so yeah.
That's still not old enough. That's still young.
So find it funny when I see people put up this stuff, if you're Gen Z, if you're Gen Z, if you're Gen Z. I'm just sitting there thinking, be quiet, kid.
Yeah, the audio going, if you're born before 95, you old as hell. I'm like, 95 is not old. That's still a youngin'.
I feel like it's
Preppy,
firm.
what up?
Have you heard those comparisons of that one song to the Numa Numa song?
No.
It talks about kids born before 2005, and it's playing some song that's actually using the music to the old Numa Numa song.
2005 doesn't even seem like that long ago.
No. I still think 2000 was yesterday. But then again, I would have been like 10. That doesn't seem... It's like, oh, if you were born in 2000, you can drink now. I'm like, wait, what? It's been that long?
No, you can't.
Oh, no, not drink, smoke. Sorry.
Over here, if you're born in 2001 and born before 2001, you can drink.
You realize, Sunder, 2020 this is actually going to be the first year that somebody who's never drawn a breath in the 80s or 90s, there are people getting ready to vote for president who have never drawn breath in the 20th century.
Yeah, Where does time go?
That's depressing.
Like,
What? Oh, okay.
I'm still waiting till stuff like they need to hurry up and invent stuff like Sword Art Online would be a great technology, minus the whole part where the dude who invented it traps you inside, and if you die in the game, you die for real.
I wanted like
Huh?
hover cars and teleporters and shit by now, but still waiting for that.
Yeah.
Basically, Sword Art Online, you put on a helmet and you are like it like technically paralyzes your body to where the motions you would be making are translated into the game. But
So like Matrix.
yeah,
stuff.
it's interesting, except for the jackass who made it decide, yeah, no one's allowed to leave, and it will kill you if you die in the game, or if someone tries to unplug you.
Chloe, fuck off.
So yeah, a bunch of kids and whoever entered the game on launch day lost a year of their life to the game before someone beat it. And it turns out the guy apparently somehow made an AI of himself and then killed himself.
I mean, the guy must have been like that fucking like World of Warcraft guy in South Park.
Pretty much he was
Guy with absolutely no life.
I guess this would be spoiler, but it is revealed that he's like the head of like the main faction that's trying to beat the game.
Yeah.
He's not just sitting back, he is in the game fighting alongside the people, or the AI is. I think, or it's hard to explain, like his thought patterns are transferred into the game, but it's confusing. Stupid anime.
Oh, it's an anime, never mind.
Yeah. Things get confusing. Another technology that would be great if we could do it is the auto mail from the Full Metal Alchemist universe. Like basically a robotic arm that you can do everything with it that you could do with your actual arm. It's just
Can you just use your actual arm then?
well, this is for if people lost their arms. It's like you lose your limb, you can just basically get a metal limb attached. Except for the thing is, it's like the
That already exists.
no. This attaches to your nerves.
Because
Like
you can already get bionic arms.
not perfect.
The technology's still there, so like in a few years it will be.
Yeah, it's
Robert.
catching up. Technology is scary that way. They don't even have really a robot, like a humanoid shaped robot that can do everything a human can do. The trials are fun to watch, though. Especially the one bot got damaged when one of the parts of the course is it has to be able to drive a car, and whoever was behind the controls forgot to take it out of drive mode, and it messed up and collapsed and broke I think it broke one of its arms to where it couldn't use that arm. Yeah, these things are expensive, and they have to go through this course without a safety line. So also, anything coming out of Boston Dynamics is scary.
Just clicking like mad.
That's me.
Hmm.
I'm adding controller defaults.
Oh, so are any of you guys going to get a Google account, bank account?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's a scary idea. Google and freaking Disney own everything. Hello, Cryptic.
Cryptic!
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
buddy.
Oh shit! I forgot to send Cryptic a feet pic. He asked for it.
Why are you sending
That is
what
gross.
pics?
Because he asked for a foot pic.
It's cryptic. Do we really need to question this?
True. I don't pay attention. I don't even.
It was on my. It was on the stream I did on Sunday. He just asked for a foot pic randomly.
Okay then.
Give me feet or give me death. Okay, Cryptic. Let's see. Is there anything good to talk about? There's 4 minutes under an hour.
I don't know. Is there?
I can't think of anything. So, I guess that's the lot. I guess next it will be blind trucking at 7:30.
Yes. Thank you for remembering, unlike Trucker.
Bite me.
Be there or be some shape parallel to a triangle. Bye.
Right.